Do you believe that pets, they also have their own emotions? They can read human emotions and can bring a different kind of life to humans. Today I want to tell you the story of a cat. Maybe you will be deeply touched. Then please listen to the inner confession of a cat. On a day when the sunset was dyed red, I was brought home by my mother. I was not afraid but curious about my new environment, because it seems that from today onwards I have a home, and that's where my story with her began. She is young and has beautiful hair, but there seemed to be a great emptiness in her heart. I had never met the man of the house. Every day, my mother was always kindly looking after me, so it seemed that there was a little less care for her, but I had not yet adapted to the new environment. My eating habits didn't change much from when I was in the wild, so my mother often worried more about me. This somewhat gave her the illusion of less love. The reason for her emotional outburst was that I accidentally broke the cup her father gave her. Then I carried a gecko to her feet, so she hated me even more. In fact, I understand all these. She is always alone in the house and inevitably feels lonely. Kids her age have big smiles on their faces, but she always had a sad look on her face. One day she was going to throw me away because she thought I could adapt to living alone, just like her. And the outside world is indeed more beautiful than the home. I thought that was the end of my relationship with her. But again, on a day when the sunset was dyed red, she got me back. Perhaps it was her kindness that brought her first good friend. She thought that being a black cat was bad luck for me. But in reality, just like her, we both have a favorite person. The years go by quickly. Now I'm old and she's grown up. The lifespan of a human and a cat is not the same. And from our childhood inseparability to today, we each live in our own time, but we can feel each other's presence in the intertwined time. And she has also reached the age of independence. Although she is a girl, but isn't it cooler to be an independent-minded girl? But in reality, she thinks she's grown up and her mom never remarried. Her mom's youth didn't belong to her, but she didn't want her mom to spend the rest of her life on her own. So she thinks that if she moves out, her mom will want to remarry. But both mothers and daughters refuse to back down. They argued about happiness. The daughter thinks that she will be happy only if her mother is happy, but so did mom. In the end, the two of them broke up, and I could only watch their emotions get out of control, but I couldn't stop them. All I could do was to stay by her side and keep her company in silence. In the end, mom lost. She went out with her best friend to rent an apartment, and the new life seemed to be terrible. The whole house was in disarray, even she was in disarray. She was nearly beaten by the cruelty of human life. She didn't know where to go, didn't know where the goal was. She's facing the dilemma that all young people need to get through. How to deal with the adult world. Her pain is hard on my heart too, but maturity and strength is to start from now. She's working hard, but she needs to work harder. But there was nothing I could do but to be there for her in silence. And now I seem to be slowly unable to do so. Because of my health, I don't have so much energy anymore. People around her are also slowly leaving her. Her best friend found a boyfriend and decided to move out and live on her own. She is smiling on the surface without any sadness, although she knows that the world does not have a banquet that does not fall apart. But when people really leave, they will inevitably feel empty inside. She would get up every morning and cook for me on time. During the day she was so confident and beautiful. She always kept herself clean and tidy. She was the most beautiful girl in the world. But every day she had to face the cruel world outside alone. But at night it's a very different story. Her shoes are thrown away randomly. She was too tired to even go to bed. I knew she was tired, but I can't seem to do anything but stay by her side. But when the cold, dark night is over, her calmness and gentleness will return to her face. But it's just a forced disguise. When her mother called and asked her to go back, her stubbornness made her reluctant to go back like that. She had to practice her job application script even in the shower. But no matter how hard she tried, it didn't seem to end up the way she wanted it to. I can relate to all her pain. She desperately wants to love the cruel world, and I've always loved her like this. It was another cold night, and she was curled up in bed like a big cat. But there was an anxious mother at the door. The mother kept knocking on the door. After looking at her, without saying a word, they hugged each other tightly. In fact, I deliberately pressed the shortcut button of the home phone. Mom heard that there was no sound on the phone, so she thought something happened to her. The good thing is that everything is not too bad. Mother and daughter also talked a lot tonight. Since Mom got remarried, they really don't talk much anymore. But this evening, I saw their long-lost smile again. It was laughter from the heart. She has no more problems. She must know that there will always be people who love her in this world. The smell of her is all around me. I was so sleepy, I couldn't help but close my eyes. It's like I've had a long dream. I know she will be very sad when I leave, but there's no such thing as a banquet that never ends. She must be strong in this cruel world. The world is constantly turning. As the world continues to turn, we will surely meet again. That smart outfit with beautiful lipstick, with her long black hair, I knew she didn't need to worry about me at all. Anime title: She and Her Cat. How do you feel about the end of the story? Feel free to share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.